the best player all time from every NFL team. And there's some people on here that I don't know if I agree with. Some of them actually I think are pretty good and I think are debatable. But there's just a few that stand out to me like right away. First is Bruce Matthews, phenomenal player, but I think you got to take Earl Campbell there, right? I mean, I feel like you got to take him. He's considered like one of the best running backs of all time. Next up is the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, I don't think he's the best. I mean, I feel like you got to go with Bart Starr, especially because he's won 2 Super Bowls over Rodgers one. And Bart Starr, was phenomenal in his day. Another one over here is Kansas City. Now, I think Tony Gonzalez is one of the greatest tight ends ever. I mean, his yardage is like not even touched by like Travis Kelce. That's how good he was. But I think you got to put Patrick Mahomes there right now. I mean, he's in the argument for like trying to be the GOAT of the game. Like, oh man, it's really hard. But I can see why they would put Tony Gonzalez here, but I would probably put Patrick Mahomes there already. The next up is the Atlanta Falcons here. Now, I love Julio Jones. I love him. But the problem is that you don't have Deion Sanders on this list. Now, technically, you could put him, I guess, with the Cowboys, the 49ers, or the Falcons, but really, he was drafted to the Falcons. He played for the Falcons. So I got to put Deion Sanders there because he has to be on this list. He's one of the greatest cornerbacks, if not the best cornerback of all time. Next up is the Carolina Panthers. Look, I love Steve Smith. He was a beast, an absolute beast. And I can understand if you put him here, but I'm going to put Cam Newton there, okay? Because Cam Newton literally was like a one-man wrecking show. He basically took them to the Super Bowl. Because when you think of the Panthers from that year, you really don't think of like a lot of other players except for Cam Newton. But the rest of these I think are pretty good. But which one do you guys agree with or disagree with?